Hello and welcome back to the channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be sharing with you how to cut this stylish monostrap Victorian corset or overbust corset. So if this is something you like, please don't forget to hit on the subscribe button. Let's dive right into today's video. So to start, I've gone ahead to mark my basic measurement, which includes my shoulder to bust, shoulder to under bust, shoulder to waist, and shoulder to top length. So for my top length, I added 5 inches to get that. Now I'll go ahead and mark my nipple to nipple divided by 2, or your bust span divided by 2. Mine is 7 inches divided by 2. I'm going to go ahead and mark this all the way to the lower part of my pattern, and I'm going to place my ruler and I'll be drawing a straight line at that point. At the upper part, I marked my shoulder divided by 2 and I came down by 1 inch. From this point, I'm going to draw a shoulder slant or shoulder slope, and I'm going to place this way and connect it. So after I'm done connecting this, I'm going to go ahead to mark my chest line. To get that is your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. So after that, I'll go ahead and draw out a straight line on that point, which will serve as my chest line. So after marking that, I'll go ahead and mark what I have on the shoulder on this line. That is my shoulder divided by 2, and I'll just go ahead to place and connect a straight line at this point. I'll go ahead and divide my armhole by 2 and I will come in by ½ inch. Now I'll go ahead and mark my bust circumference divided by 4. After that, I'll just go ahead to connect this and then take it all the way up. This is what I have after I'm done marking. And next, I'll just go ahead and take my dart intake on both sides. I'll be using a straight dart for this, so I'll be marking 1 inch on both sides of my pattern. So if you're a plus size, you're going to be using 1.5 inches. And I'm going to go ahead to connect all the way to the lower part of this pattern, and I'm going to repeat it on the other side. So after I'm done doing this, I'll just go ahead to connect from this part of my bust to the under bust, and also repeat this at the other side of my pattern. So I'll place my curved rule and I'll connect to the under bust this way and blend it all out, and I will go ahead and outline my line. So I'll go ahead and extend this line at this point, and after that I'll just go ahead to draw out my basic neckline of 3 by 3 inches, which I'll be using for a guide for this pattern. And after that, I'll go ahead to divide my shoulder into 2. Now I'm going to fold it this way and I'm going to mark. After I'm done marking, I'm just going to connect to the bust line. I'll go ahead and mark 2 inches dart intake at this side, and I'll go ahead to connect also down to my bust line, just like I did initially. So I'll go ahead and I will replace my dart at this point, and I'll go ahead to connect it. And now I'll use my curved rule to connect it back to the armhole. So I'll just go ahead and I'll use my marker to outline this and make it more visible for you to see. So I'll go ahead and insert my body measurement. I'll mark my bust circumference divided by 4, and at that 1.5 inches on top of my chest line, I'll be using the dart line there as a guide, and I will measure that, and that is what I'll be marking by the side, and then add 1 inch. So after this, I'll just go ahead to extend it to my bust line, and I'll mark my under bust circumference divided by 4, measure this dart intake I have here, replace it, and I will add my sewing allowance to it. After that, I'm just going to go ahead to mark my waist circumference divided by 4, and I will measure this dart intake, replace it, and I'll add my sewing allowance. Now on this other part also, I will mark my hip circumference, measure the dart intake, and go ahead to add my sewing allowance. So I'm just going to connect from the chest line to the lower part of this pattern. After that, I'll just go ahead and cut out the rest of the pattern. And after I'm done cutting this, I'm going to replace what I have on one side at the other side of this pattern, and then we're going to go ahead to draw out our pattern. So I'm just going to pin the dart on this side because I want to draw out the sleeve we have there. So I went in a bit by this side at the armhole. So from there I measured 2.5 inches. So I'm just going to create like a little curve, and I'm going to be taking it down to the chest to the chest line or above the bust slightly this way, and then I'll extend it back. So this is what I have for the neckline, and I'm going to outline it out. So after doing that, I'm just going to go ahead to also create a style line at the center of my pattern. And by the side, to snatch my waist, I drew out a style line and I'm going to connect. Now I'll be inserting my dart intake. To snatch 4 inches out of your waistline, you're going to divide that 4 into 2, and if you divide it, you're going to be having 0.5 inches. So you're going to be marking 0.5 inches at both sides of the line, and also by the other side you're going to go ahead to draw out your dart lines, and you're going to be marking the same 0.5 inches on it. So by the time you do this on both sides of your front pattern, you realize that you have taken out 2 inches from your waistline. That is marking ½ inch on both sides of the dart on the front pattern. And you're also going to repeat this for the back pattern, and after you're done doing that, you notice that you have snatched out 4 inches from your waistline, and I'll just go ahead to connect. And I'm going to go ahead to use my marker to outline this to make it more visible for you to see. So I went up by 2 inches by the side of my pattern and I connected it to the center. Now I'll blend in my dart lines and then also connect to create the asymmetric hemline we have at the lower part. And also by the side of your pattern, you're going to be coming down, you're going to be coming up by 2 inches, and after that you're just going to go ahead to connect your pattern this way. So this is what I have. After I was done marking, I went ahead to label my pattern so that I don't misplace it for the other side. So now I'm just going to explain how to also add your cup, and you need an already made cup to achieve that. So you can go ahead to create a dart that is a 3 inches dart by ½ inch, just so it's just like a normal dart, but it's just 3 inches. Now you're going to use your cup to achieve this. So I'm just going to go ahead to draw it out so that you understand how to also place it on your pattern. So after placing your cup, if you notice, I went up by ½ inch round my cup, and also you'll be doing that. So you're just going to connect it to the underbust this way, and by the side you're also going to do the same thing. You're just going to go ahead to connect. So you'll be cutting out this pattern and you'll be using it to cover your cup much later. Or if not, there are other methods of covering your cup, so you can just go ahead to check that out on YouTube and just create that for your pattern. Now on the other side of the cup, you notice that it is inside the main dress, so you're going to be placing it this way, and I'm going to go ahead to take it out a little on this side, and then I'm going to be connecting it. And also make sure that you go up by ½ inch on this side, and from this part I'm just going to blend it in. So when you're placing your cup here, if it doesn't really fit very well, all you can do is just to go ahead and trim it off a bit. So this is what I have at this point, and I'll just go ahead to use my marker to label this. So this is an explanation on how to actually attach the cup. So you're just going to finish sewing the dress, cover the cup, and then you're going to place it on inside the dress and then tack it down. So after that, this is what I have. I'll just go ahead and label it out, outline it just to make it visible for you to see. So after this, I'll just go ahead to blend in the dart lines I have on the shoulders. So on this part of the shoulder, you notice that the sleeve extended all the way to the back pattern. So you're just going to measure what you're comfortable with, and you're going to attach it and attach boning on it also, and then go ahead to extend it to the back side. And also on this other side, there is a structured sleeve that is starting from the front and is attached to the back. So all you're going to do is just to create a structured sleeve, and you're going to attach it to the back of the dress. So after that, I'll just go ahead and cut out the rest of my pattern. If you have any question regarding this particular tutorial, please don't forget to leave your question at the comment section. And at the upper part of my pattern, I'm just going to go ahead to cut out that cup area. This is just to show you how to cut out this part, but on the main fabric while cutting, you're just going to cut out the cup and use the monostrap pattern. So after sewing, you're going to go ahead to attach your cup. So here's my back pattern. I've marked out all my basic measurements. I'll just go ahead to mark my nipple to nipple divided by 2, and I will go ahead to mark it to the end of my pattern, and I will be drawing a straight line on that part. The only difference is that I didn't add an underbust. You can just go ahead to add it or leave it, but there's no bust at the back. So I'll just go ahead and mark 1/2 inch on both sides, and I'm going to be extending it for my dart and also take it all the way down on the back. So after I'm done doing that, I'll be inserting my body measurement. I'll mark my bust circumference divided by 4, add my sewing allowance, mark my waist circumference divided by 4, add this 1/2 inch dart intake and add my sewing allowance. At the lower part, I'll go ahead and mark my hip circumference divided by 4 and add 1/2 inch. Now I'll just go ahead to connect my pattern all the way to the lower part of this dress. And after I'm done doing that, I'm just going to go ahead to use my marker to outline this part to make it more visible for you to see. Now I'll be coming up by 2 inches just like we did for the front, but for the back I'll just leave it basic this way. Go ahead, use my marker to outline it, and at the upper part I'll come down by 1/2 inch at my chest line. Go ahead to connect it back to the chest line. This is to make sure that the lacing bar area does not pop up, and I'll just connect. After I'm done doing that, I'm just going to go ahead to mark my lacing bar area, and I'll be marking 1.5 inches all the way to the lower part of my pattern. So this is not a standard. You can decide to use 1.5 inches or 2 inches or whatever you want to use at the back. It depends on how open you want your back pattern to be. So I'll just make a mark there and also make a dot to indicate I have a lacing bar there. Now we're also going to snatch our waist just like we did for the front pattern, and that same 1/2 inch, that's what we are going to be marking on both sides of this pattern now. And I'll just go ahead to take it up, take it all the way down, and we're done with my back pattern. And I'm just going to go ahead to cut this out. So at this point, if you find this tutorial very interesting and educative, please don't forget to hit on the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and also join us in our next tutorial. Thanks.